everything.
Okay.
How's everyone doing?
There's Keith.
Wonderful, wonderful.
All is well. Thank you.
Wonderful.
I carry about 7 to 10 at minimum Zoom calls a day, and I had a difficult time getting on this call. So please excuse my tardiness, maybe I'm tardy. So, you know, as I've had one-on-ones with a lot of people throughout the last couple of weeks, one of the things that we experience is that, you know, many people were not doing the basics when it comes to social media marketing, driving business your way, you know, things that should just be the ABCs of making sure that the whole world knows that you exist. Okay. So instead of going one-on-one and whatnot, you know, Derek is regular when it comes to our staff and our team, and he showed himself to be of great value to a lot of people. So I've invited Derek to come on here and just share some best practices with everyone. I hope you enjoy it. I'm going to turn everything over to Derek to get busy. But, you know, happy Wednesday. I hope everybody's doing well on this hump day, and much success, and let's be significant. God bless you, and we'll talk soon.
All right. Thanks, Keith. Let's get everything up here.
Forgive the interruption, but I believe this requires.
We gotta get rid of that because you guys will hear that a lot. All right. Everybody be able to see the screen?
Yes.
Yes.
All right. So
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
So for some of you that have already met with Keith, this next slide is going to be something that you'll hear a lot from us and a lot from Apex. It is one that we are living by. Time kills deals. Speed empowers growth. We practice this same concept as we hit to all of our social media, all of our posts, everything that we do to make sure that we're consistent. And that we get everything on time the way that we need to, according to the time slots that a lot of the social media platforms tell us are the optimal times to post. Social media is an easy way to connect, but you really only have 3 seconds to capture that person's attention before they scroll on. So the biggest thing that I will leave with you is make sure your content is engaging enough to make them stop and take a look. The thing that we're going to run over is Meta and the Facebook world. Hopefully you all have or are Facebook members, right?
Yeah.
All right. You can yell out, I don't mind anytime. I remember though, I can't see you. So you got a question, you got to holler. Facebook is it, right? Is today's synonym for social media platform. That's what everybody thinks of when we say social media. The first place they go to is Facebook. It has been since it replaced MySpace back in the early 2000s. I am old. And I can remember MySpace very, very easily and very, very good. The online community gives users the ability to connect and share news, photos, family and friends, anything you want online. For businesses, we use the platform to engage users, sharing relevant information. It's hopes that any of that information we share to those people, that they will become potential customers. One of the big advantages of Facebook is it offers a huge pool of data to work from. Plus, business accounts can also target consumers with special ads. If you want to understand the kind of numbers we're talking about, this is the easiest way to understand Facebook. With its vast amount of monthly active users, Facebook could, in all theory, stand alone as the biggest country in the world, surpassing even China, to clock in at 1 billion people. Despite this, Facebook has lost a little bit of its steam and is not the coolest kid on the block anymore. Yet the platform works really hard to stay relevant with all the new features and everything each and every month. Facebook doesn't have one dominating feature. It's got many. Many people go to this platform for all of their needs. checking out a new restaurant, looking at apartments, seeking advice in a group, photos, vacations. Some update their relationship status, private message an old friend, just browsing for food recipes or videos. There's a ton of places to share content on this massive platform. We're going to break down just a few of we're going to break them all down, but here's the ones that I think are the most important. Regular feed posts. Here you share everything, right? This is where the bread and butter is that we share as individuals itself on a day-to-day basis. Once you post it, it's visible to both your profile and your friends, pops in news feeds everywhere. The place where you can share your posts and view followers' posts and many much more experiences. We can post in groups. We have an Apex mortgage group. I'm part of Realtors.com group. Just like posting in your regular post, you can share just with this Facebook group. So this is where being specific, being more business minded, stuff like that. Rather than publicly post on your own page, when you post into the Facebook groups, Facebook's algorithm will figure it out and actually feed into your own feed more groups that you can be associated with. Pretty good deal. Facebook stories. For business, I don't do a lot of these myself. I like the groups and the regular feeds, some of the other things that we'll get to next. But they're an easy temporary content, right? You can upload photos, videos, but they're only live for 24 hours and then they're gone. I like the things to be able to stick a little bit more. That way, when you talk to a client or have one of those clients that reach out to tell everybody in the world how great you are as a realtor, you kind of want those to stick. That way you can always go back to them. Facebook Live. This is the most significant way to draw viewers' attention. Today, Facebook Live is taking on a form of broadcasting all in its own. It's a place to share live video content with followers, giving them the experience that they are right there with you. Not sure how many of you use Facebook Live the first time you walk through a property. Here in my neck of the woods in Ohio, this is common practice. The realtors are able to do a little walkthrough with the property. They post that direct, gets instant feedback, instant hype on that property immediately. I know that the market's a little crazy and pretty much everywhere we go. In the Ohio area where I'm from, we have people putting in offers of excess to 50 to 100K over ask just to get the ability to set an appointment to walk through one of these places. So I think Facebook Live is a great tool, one that you should definitely be utilizing. Facebook Messenger, we kind of all know what that is. That's just pretty much sending text messages just through the messenger itself. Here you can chat with other customers. You can chat with me. If you need to hop on there and don't have time to look up my email address or anything, you can hop on there, send me something and say, hey, this is something that I need. Facebook events is exactly what it is. If you're hosting your open house, you're hosting some type of an event, you yourself should definitely be putting that event on your page. So that way everybody is aware. It's a very convenient place to send out reminders and promote your events as well. Just by 2 clicks, you can send out a reminder to everybody that's in your database, in your contacts, and they get that little reminder. Hey, don't forget, Mike Davis is having the Realtor event next week. So, just an easy way to connect, easy way to remind. If you do not have your own business page, you are doing it wrong. By an ask, how many of you actually have your own Facebook business page? You can yell out.
I have one. I do.
That's excellent.
Yeah, I have one.
You do want to keep work and personal life separate. I'm not sure that every time that you post a picture on your personal Facebook page, you want all your clients to see all of them. You know, that is just what it is. But the business page is the yellow pages of the internet today. If you don't know what the yellow pages were, it was that big 4-inch book that used to have everybody's phone number in it that they used to drop at your front porch every year. Almost every small, medium to large business put their project, main ideas, everything on their Facebook business page. It's the essential information posted right there for you and can be found in one general area. Customers can discover what your business does, where your physical location is. If you actually have an office, some of us work from home, some of us don't. Your operating hours, which I think is key. I know as a realtor, I think a lot of the times when we work with clients, we're available 24/7. This is a great place to make sure that they know that if they have a question, 24/7, they can hit me up. They can also contact you directly for posts or even private messages. So if they have specific information, maybe about a deal, questions about a loan, something like that. It's important to note that when you create your user account, you first want to make sure that you have everything in and everything loaded into that into the information and into the profile. That way, all that information that you need, your operating hours, contact, all is in one spot. You should always upload all the pertinent information there. What to post? The opportunities of what to post are endless. You can do everything from sharing your knowledge in relevant Facebook groups to publicizing your own events, promoting blog articles, sales, behind the scenes, company updates, everything. Most importantly, keep your content interesting and engaging. Create an emotional contact or connection with your community. To do so, focus mostly on entertaining and informational content. You should be selecting information and publishing promotional content, especially when you have a major announcement or something like that about a product, another service, a get together. But to get started, you can use social media graphics tool to get amazing visual content. Now, if you're not using any of the tools like Lucid Print, Carvana, those are really good templates to be able to get in there. They all have free accounts. They all have paid accounts. So it's just one of those things. Some key Facebook stats, and these are a little bit crazy, but 74% of Americans check Facebook at least one time a day. I think that's ridiculous. How do we get any work done if we're always on Facebook, right? 51% check several times a day. I mean, now we're really getting into it. Half of America is either working or checking Facebook. People spend an average of 34 minutes per day on Facebook. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I know I open that little app and I've just opened that wormhole, right? There's minutes gone that I know I should be doing something productive. And here I am scrolling, looking at pictures of my brother's kids, at the swimming pool.
Yeah, Derek, we're going to talk about that later.
Yeah. 80% of people access Facebook only using their phone. That's it. That's where we're at, right? Your smartphone is everything. It's everything not only to you as a business tool, but it's to everybody else, whether it's their communications, whether it's their social media, anything and everything we do now is from our phone. Posting and when. Best practices, post 3 to 5 times a week. I know at the end of this slide, we're going to have another little thing called hashtags, but industry has just came out, right? And they've just updated a lot of the information. And we want to avoid hashtags on Facebook. Put them in your Instagram. That's where you're going to draw the most attention.
Mhm.
Right? During our posts, which are 3 to 5 times a week, we want a marketing calendar post. Maybe, hey, I'm doing this open house every week, or I'm when my open houses are right there on when they're going to be. An educational post. Talk about lending. Talk about maybe some rules and regulations on the realtor side of what you can and cannot do. One personal or people-based post. Now, this is where the fun comes in, and this is where you really want to bring in their attention. That's something maybe of a video of you doing a walkthrough, a video of you just in the office with your colleagues talking about the market. Just something fun, something people-based. Incorporating reels into your content. The algorithm promotes these above all other content. What that basically means is if you do a reel, those go to the top of the line all the time. They're always going to be more relevant than a regular post. The market says that 60% of the content that is posted on Facebook is industry-based and mortgage-based. 40% is cultural and personality-based. That's a pretty big number when it comes to what you see on Facebook. Once again, the algorithm. The more you post, the more exposure you're going to get with your posts. Photos of real people perform well. Post these 3 times a week. So no fake people, right? People that people that you yourself draw in your family. Those are always really good posts. If you're out and about, maybe you do a walkthrough with your family. But videos are king. Find any way you can to incorporate a video in your feed. How often? So we've already said 3 to 5. Here's the numbers or the days. The best time to post to Facebook is between 1 and 3 p.m. Oh, look at that. Oh, during. That's a good. During the week for business. Right? So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday between 1 p.m. and 3 p.m. Now, this is new. This just came out within the last week through HubSpot, through Hootsuite, that they've now seen studies have shown them that posting something Thursday night at the 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. range for a business gets really high exposure. So that's brand new. That's something that just came, like I said, just came out over this weekend. I track a lot of the managers, social media managers. That's where Hootsuite, a bunch of them come into play. Lumi. We can talk about those in a little bit, but that's where that comes into play, is they've just come out saying, hey, if you're going to post that 5th day, or to get that 5th one, Thursday night, 8 p.m. or after is a good spot. Right on here is all of your posting information. Gives you all the recommended sizes that you need for anything to go onto Facebook, whether it's your profile picture, your page cover, your image post, group covers, anything you can think of. I will have this for you so that you have all this information just to be able to make a click, know what size you need for your post itself. Sound good?
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
Let's move to Instagram. Instagram marketing in 5 easy steps. Make sure you have your business account. Develop your strategy. Strategically use all of the Instagram formats. Build some robust content. And then at the end, we've got a few tips. So creating your account, make sure that we've done this if you haven't done it, you need to have a professional account just like you do for Facebook. This grants you access to premium features, advertising, analytics, shopping posts. Make sure you're connected to Facebook. You'll be asked right off the bat if you want to link this to your business page, to your Facebook business page. It's recommended because it'll allow you to easily share posts back and forth. Now you have what's called the Meta business page. So once you get those connected, you actually can post to both at the exact same time. Make sure you set your profile to public so that non-followers can see your post and interact with your brand. Allow for comment and messages from users in order to open more channels of communications. And make sure, this is a big one, make sure to turn on your notifications. This way it keeps you up to date. You get the emails, you get the messages, you get the updates with the activity on your account. That way, if there are questions, if there are messages from users that ask you stuff, you have that ability to reach back out to them quickly. Instagram funny memes and things like Throwback Thursday photos sure are entertaining. But to turn Instagram into an instrument marketing channel for your business, you'll first need to work on developing a solid strategy. So, number one, set some clear Instagram marketing goals. Showcase your services. Build your brand. When I say your brand, Mike, hopefully this doesn't, your brand is you. Yes, you are a Brooks and Davis employee, but your brand is you, your business. The best way to increase your business is to make sure your brand awareness is on point. By doing these things, you're going to increase your sales and foster even more engaging activity with your communities that you serve. Number two is identifying your target audience. Right now, if your audience is everyone, your audience basically is no one. Make sure you're in tune with who you want to reach and what's important to your target group. This is one of the easy things I tell everybody all the time. There's no harm in checking out your competitor's page. I mean, we're not going to go out there and slander them and tell them how bad of a realtor they are. I wouldn't do that. But check out their pages. Look and see what they're posting. See what info they have. Right? It's okay. We're that's the community, that's the culture that we live in now, as we all want to know what everybody else is doing. Just kind of is. Now, don't go full on Karen, but that's a whole different topic as well. Conduct a competitive analysis. So here's the key thing about this is you have to have the business page to optimize these and to get this information. So when you market on Instagram, remember, keep your friends close and your enemies closer. What that means is go ahead and like some of those other realtors' pages. That way some of their stuff can be used on your stuff. You can also do this by running an audit. When you make your business page, it allows you to get to some of the tools like the analytics that will tell you how many touches you got, how many people you actually reached, how many new followers you got. This will show up daily, weekly, and monthly for you in a nice, easy little window, just so that way you can see everything. You should also follow your brand, your favorite brands. So whether it's Nike, Puma, Costco, Kroger, Tommy Bahama, that's visit them, like them. That way they flow into your feed just as well. The one thing I tell everybody, or the one thing I do, is I take a lot of notes on a lot of the patterns that I see. I'm a note person. Now, if I showed you my notes, there's not a damn one of you that would be able to read anything or make any conscious effort to understand what's on that page. My notes are crazy, but it's my system. And I like to take the notes so that I can see the patterns of what other lenders maybe are posting, what other realtors are posting, what the board of realtors, what realtor.com, what Zillow, some of the information that they are putting out there, just to make sure that, I'm in tune with everything. Build a solid, optimized profile and bio. As much as we like to think of ourselves as not quick to judge other people, the first impression are inevitable. You should have a catchy, on-brand Instagram bio. Include these details in your bio for optimized. Name, category, description. Have a call to action button in there. That way, if they want to get to you, contact information. Better have a website link. One of the most important things, website link, and an on-brand profile photo. I know our iPhones take great pictures. Don't get me wrong. Drop a couple bucks. Call that photographer. Get some professional headshots done. Believe me, they go a long way, especially when you're looking, to do a lot of this with the social media. You're going to need those. You want something that shows you professionally in the environment. Last is decide on a consistent Instagram aesthetic. Keep it simple. There's numerous colors, fonts, images, layouts. You can go crazy with it. And you can go successfully sharing your brand message just by doing that. Make sure you customize it to stand out on Instagram. That's the biggest thing, Instagram, I think, in a nutshell, is customization. You've got to separate yourself from the pack. So the good bios that are completely filled out, that are catchy, that are quick, the quick little posts that you have, make sure that they are very engaging. There's a bunch of formats, just like Facebook, ton here as well. Standard images, that's pretty quick and easy. Many businesses upload high resolution, gorgeous, what they call Instagrammable pictures. Don't be afraid to use your phone, to use other instances of pictures. All of our phones now have 7,000 filters and background erasers and blah, blah. You walk around with the best tool in your hand all day long. Carousels, these are really good. These are ones to where if you have that special property, you can post up to 10 images, 5 videos. This type of a post really gets a lot more engagement. Videos, tell your brand story, show your products and your updates. Right? When I say your, that means you. 80% increase in time spent watching videos on Instagram. So any post that you put right off the bat, 80% of more people are going to be engaged if it is a video. Stories and highlights. Although 15 seconds seems like a short post, this format is extremely powerful in the Instagram marketing strategy. So, you can do a quick story. You can do a quick post. Really nice. Instagram TV. These videos can be used for property walkthroughs, interviews, behind the scenes, real life. We see a lot now of the Instagram TV and these posts. Reels. I hate to say it, I'm a junkie. I'm a TikTok junkie. I lay down at night, and just like those other TikToks or videos that you see, I think, no big deal. I'm just going to do it for 5-10 minutes. An hour and 45 minutes later, I look at the clock and go, man, what the heck have I been doing? Reels basically are TikToks. It's just a TikTok for the meta universe. They're great. Keep them fun. Keep them on brand, but make sure you keep them fun. This is where your personality comes out. This is where you can showcase you. Live in live rooms, industry Q&As. Do a weekly session to help with the buying process. You can even co-brand with a lender. I actually just did a flyer for a real estate agent in the Texas market that does a weekly live question and answer. They do it for an hour, and my production manager is going to be her special guest next week. But I've gone on, I've seen her, I've watched a few of her other lives. She does a lot of co-branding where she brings somebody in, whether it be a lender, whether it be an insurance agent, whether it be just another industry standard, even another realtor, to talk about, being a realtor and what realtors offer to clients. These are really good. And I think the more of these that you can try to pick up, whether you start out once a month doing something and then grow it into something a little bit more, I think it'd be really a bonus to help build your business. As beautiful as your photos are, you cannot only rely on them for the full Instagram marketing strategy. To be truly successful, you should also include material that educates, informs, inspires, or entertains. I recommend building content from these pillars. These are the ones that I work from every single day. And I'm not going to lie, not just for Instagram. I use these for every social media, every platform that I use. User-generated content is great. Make sure you're doing it. Behind the scenes, these goofy little videos, or even a nice little sit down with a fellow realtor across from the desk, they really get a lot of engagement. Quotes, right? We've seen them, we hear them, we see them all the time on our Facebook feed, sometimes too many of them, but they are a good thing as long as we keep them in the industry, in the brand. Make sure that you're not going over the top. Post of employees. Oh man, these would be great if you're definitely working in the office environment on a day-to-day basis. Get a group of employees to be able to get together, make a few pictures, get a few posts, talk about how great it is to work for Brooks and Davis. All the great stuff that they do for you guys. Throw it out there. Property posts. If you're not doing this, you're behind the 8 ball. Everybody else is. Every realtor is posting about the properties that they're doing, about the properties that they're showing, about the properties that they've sold. Educational posts. Just like a lender, realtors are a key in this entire home buying process. It starts with you guys 90% of the time. You've got to be able to educate some of your buyers. I think a lot of them walk in the door with $5-10 in their pocket, thinking that they're buying that $700,000 phone, $700,000 house down the road, and don't really have any clue. So any educational stuff that you can put out there is great. Seasonal posts, those are happy 4th of July, have a great Easter, happy Arbor Day. I mean, just go to hallmark.com. There's so many holidays and so many things. You could just fill an entire year probably of just seasonal posts. Definitely post your events. Any and every event that you do should be posted. Whether it's, hey, we've got a food truck coming to, this office for this amount of time or this day. Make sure you throw an event up there. Testimonials. You got to do these. Every other realtor is doing them. Every other realtor that has a sale that goes through perfect, they're posting their client's testimonial. Every realtor that has a train wreck of a transaction, but still comes out smelling like a rose at the end, is putting it in a testimonial. You got to do it. News, press, publicity, those are just about you. Some about your local news. Entertaining or humorous content. If you haven't looked at some of the other, I guess, creators out there on these platforms, there is mortgage jokes, there is mortgage situations, there are funny mortgage memes. This is where you pop them on there. You know, there's a ton. There really is. The big thing, just keep it entertaining. Anything you post on your social media channels should always have a purpose: entertain, inform, inspire. While there's hundreds of tips and tricks, I've narrowed down 10. You have to make sure you understand the Instagram algorithm. That's a key. The more you post, the more hashtags that you put into there will keep you in tune and put your algorithm so that way you are seeing and getting fed more mortgage business, mortgage industry type of things. Make sure you write compelling captions. The little one-liners, two-liners, make sure they're catchy. Use hashtags deliberately. If you don't know, hashtags are the key to a lot of social media. It's what keeps you it keeps you relevant. Engage with current and potential customers. I think that's a no-brainer. We should always be engaging with our customers and our current client base, but this is an easy way to engage with potential clients. Run a contest or a giveaway. Those are easy things, right? There's all kinds of little contests you can run, all types of little giveaways. Partner with an influencer in your local market, especially in the Houston area. You have a ton of Facebook, TikTok. You have a ton of influencers. Google them. They're going to be all over the place. Get them involved. Co-brand with them a little bit. 90% of the time, doesn't cost you a dime. Serve sponsor ads with Instagram advertising. This is where you're going to have to come out of pocket if you want to do. The ads that you can get through Instagram normally are well done. There is a really good return on investment. Know the best times to post. Track and optimize your performance. Share and then promote your Instagram. You should be sharing your stuff with everybody. If you haven't seen our business cards or mine, I've got a QRC that I share with every single person. That takes you not only directly to all my contact information, but you're one click away from my Facebook, from my Twitter, from my Instagram, from my LinkedIn page, from my company website, to my blog, everything. You've got to share your stuff. If you don't share it, nobody else is going to. The real estate and lending sector sees success over multiple days a week. It is in the professional services which look to peak on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday. 10 a.m. is when you're posting to Instagram. Trends indicate that businesses should use their most strategic posts on weekdays. Now, if you post on the weekends, you post on the weekends. Your engagement isn't going to be nearly as high if you post during the week. Tuesday, Wednesday, Fridays, 10 a.m. Set your calendar. If you do not have a social media manager yet, it's going to tell you and it's going to show you a lot of these time slots already. As a general practice, look to post 3 to 4 times per week until you get a good understanding of what your engagement looks like. Review your insight, the analytics, right? Analytics are what we all go off of now. It's what's in the numbers. What's the return on my investment? How many touches have I gotten because I posted at 10 o'clock compared to 3 o'clock in the afternoon? Understand the best day and time to post. Now, all my numbers and all my times are national numbers. Your market could be a little bit different. So instead of 10 a.m., it's 9 a.m. Maybe it's 11 a.m. But we know that the trends, and we know that businesses need to make sure that we're posting in the mornings. That's where we get the most bang for our buck, if that makes sense.
Hey, Derek.
Yes, sir.
Ms. Linda has a question.
All right, I'm ready. Here. Guess what? That's where we were going to take a break anyways. Well, I'm ready with your question. If you want to come off mute.
Linda, your hand is raised. Was that an accident?
Must have been an accident. That wasn't me.
Okay. Anyone have any questions so far?
No.
Nothing?
No questions. It's great information though.
Well, you answered some of my questions earlier because I was wondering whether or not the post could be funny or all business. And you said, yeah, you can have funny posts that entertain your audience. So,
Yeah, that you want to be engaging, right?
right.
Look, if every single one of your posts that went out were a direct robotic type of a post,
Mhm.
it doesn't show you. You're not robotic. You're
Mhm.
a person.
Right. So what if I cut my grass? Should I have a photo of myself cutting the grass and say
Sure.
something like I'm taking care of my property or
Why
what?
not? Show them. Show them a little bit.
Even though I may not be looking my best?
Hey, I don't know. I don't know how many of the TikToks that you've watched or some of the other things. They post. You can't be afraid of it.
Right.
You want to show yourself. It's your business, right?
Right.
I mean, like I said before, you work for Brooks and Davis. You're a realtor in their firm.
Right.
But it's really you. It's your business, right? You're the one that's out, they're trying to get the properties. You're the one that's out there promoting yourself. If you don't show a little bit of personality, you don't show a little bit of you, I think that's where you miss the boat just a little bit per se.
Okay. Thank you.
Does anybody?
I think Laura Soto has a hand raised. I'm not sure if it's on purpose.
I do have a question. So the slides will be shared with us, correct? I do have I've been working on scheduling my posts and things like that, but I get all this info off of social media outlets too, but it would be good to just have it all in one place.
Yes, I am going to share the deck with you guys. Yes. But
thank you.
But the other big thing, I guess, is why we're here and why we can take this break is I'm going to be here for you if you have questions or need something. So at the end of this, you're going to get all my contact information. You're going to get me. I can help you market you. I can help you market what you want. And it's all going to be for the big cost of free for you.
Oh.
You're getting a marketing manager that will help you develop, make flyers, get you in on some of the industry stuff that I use. just for free. All you got to do is let me know what you need, what you want help with. I'll set a time, to be able to work with you, whether it's individually, another group setting like this. I think these are great. But yeah, whatever you need, all you got to do is let me know.
All right, great. Thank you.
Does anybody need to get a drink? Run to the rooms. If not, we can get into the next sections.
I'm ready.
All right. I don't hear anybody yelling saying, no, I gotta go to the bathroom. So let's go.
Ready.
My favorite, the little blue bird. If you ask most people where they receive their news from these days, there's a good chance their answer will be Twitter. It is a platform consuming and sharing news updates as well as networking and socializing. The bluebird icon is quite famous for its simplicity and directness. Unlike all the other social media channels, there's a lot fewer features here. As our lives today are driven by having what we want and need in the palm of our hands, it only makes sense that the majority of Twitter users access this platform from their mobile device. Here, they can receive quick and easy notifications about the world around them in seconds. The dominating content form. Users interact with each other typically through one main channel of communication known as tweets. Fact, 500 million tweets are sent out on a daily basis worldwide. Hit that again. 500 million tweets sent out worldwide. We weren't kidding when we said that this platform is simple, because there's only a few content forms to choose from on Twitter. Now, what to post? You can tweet about your company events, share relevant articles from your blog, other interesting content that promotes social media engagement. You can do a poll, inspirational quotes, tips, GIFs. Do whatever you can to draw in attention, but you got to keep it brief and use relevant hashtags. It's also an excellent idea to add photos or videos. According to Twitter, people are 3 times as likely to engage with tweets involving some visual aspect. So here's our content options. Tweets. Previously mentioned, most popular form of content, but you only have 280 total characters. So you got to use your words wisely. If you want to link an article to a website automatically takes up 23 characters, no matter how long the URL is. That's not the case for GIFs or photos, though. You can add them to a tweet. They take up no text space whatsoever. It's easy and possible to add polls, tag people, tag photos, put mentions, anything like that, even locations into your tweets. If you want to get real direct, you want to interact with users privately, one-on-one conversations. That's what a direct message is going to do for you. You can start and continue conversations throughout the envelope-shaped icon on the bottom right of the screen and the app. You can decide in the settings if anyone can see your direct messages or restrict it just to the people that you are following. As a business, if you are interacting with a client, a past client, or a potential client, make your DMs so that they are not restricted to privacy. Open them up. Let other people see how you engage with those clients. Let them see that you answer them back in a timely manner. Let them see the interaction that you have back and forth. That goes a long way when there's 100 realtors that are out there and I'm Joe Smith thinking, well, who do I want to go with? I see this one answers everything quick, everything on time. So when I got a question, they're going to answer me. You know, that's not a bad little hook for them to keep in the back of their head. There's likes, replies, and retweets. These are the three main forms of engagement on Twitter. Start following other profiles. Scroll through them, their timeline. On your timeline, you'll see three options available under each tweet. You can reply. Same concept as commenting, right? If you want to leave something on there. Second, you can retweet. This shares that tweet in your timeline. You're borrowing. Some say stealing. I say acquiring that information to go directly into your timeline. Once you retweet, you can actually edit that a little bit, make it a little bit more personalized, send it out. I tell all of you all should be following Apex Mortgage Group on our Twitter account. Every day there's tweets out there that could be shared directly into your Twitter account that are great for clients to understand. Great product information. Lastly, you can like. You know, like is basically no different, you know, here on Instagram, on Facebook. Just lets other followers know and engages you with them, that you liked what their content was. It's important to engage with your followers. Make sure that they've tweeted at you or to you. Anytime that somebody tweets, you get a notify, you get a little bell. Inside your Twitter, you need to make sure that you're going and following industry people. No different than Facebook, no different than Instagram. Start posting at least once a day. I know this is hard. I know we've got 9, you know, I've told you to post here a day, post there a day. Now I'm telling you Twitter at least once a day, but work your way up from there. You can boost your frequencies as you become more comfortable with the platform and learn. Like I told you, I'm a junkie for TikTok.
Yeah.
I get everything from Twitter. I get all my news from Twitter. I get all my local news. I get all my national news. I get all my soccer news. It's just one of the easy ways for me to be able to pop on. To wait till 5 o'clock or 6 o'clock to watch the local news, or go on to CNN and watch all that ridiculousness. It's easy, right? Go to Twitter, I'm there. The best times to post to Twitter is early in the mornings, 8 to 10 a.m., Monday through Friday. This kind of goes into play with your Instagram. After you post from Twitter, you can go right over to Instagram, hit and post there. If you need to post on the weekend, you still need to aim for the morning, but maybe a little bit later, 10, 11. Make sure your Twitter followers are up and out of bed. Saturday and Sundays, those might be the only days they get to sleep till 9 or 10, right? Below is all of your Twitter information. What your head, what your profile photo, what your Twitter posts need to be for pictures, card images, summary images. You know, when you get into actually learning and getting into the Twitter sphere, I will say, you'll understand what the summary cards and what the card images get into. But like I said, this is one of my favorites. I post a lot there. My company posts a lot there. And like I said, I use this for mainly more than anything. LinkedIn, Facebook for business people, right? Isn't that kind of the common concept?
I don't know.
If you're not on LinkedIn, you need to be.
Yeah, I'm not on there.
Oh, you better get on there. It's classified as the largest professional network in the world. 80% of LinkedIn consider being active on this platform a vital factor to their career success. That's because everybody that's on LinkedIn serves many different purposes and serious networking with professionals. This is a professional only site. It's a professional social platform. You can showcase your own business skills, your accomplishment, information, and so much more that you can put on there to share. And it is the business world. And in the business world, it's all about our connections. That means LinkedIn should be at the center of your networking goals. If you're not on LinkedIn, you're missing out.
Alrighty.
Just like the other social platforms, you can create a profile, engage with other users in a general news feed, share content, share messages, connect with people, so much more. And with its 3 million users sharing content in LinkedIn daily, it's probably the time your business jumps on the bandwagon. We can walk you through which forms of content you, as your own business owner, can share with from your personal account.
Mhm.
Now, there is also a business account on LinkedIn. I don't recommend them.
Okay.
There's no reason for it. You yourself are your business. So your profile should be about you and about your business. It should have all your accomplishments on it, where you went to college, if you graduated top of the class. You should have any and all your education, whether it's your realtor schools and classes that you had to go through, where you graduated from. LinkedIn is vital in networking. If you hop on there right now, start your own profile from scratch, in less than an hour, I can guarantee you, you will have at least 20 requests to network, 20 requests to connect.
Mhm.
Now, when you connect with these people, you're connecting with industry people. How many of you guys have a center of influence of insurance? So when your client is struggling and they're fighting with Nationwide about nickels and dimes on a quote, that you can go directly to and say, hey, why don't you try my guy? Why don't you try my girl? This is where you can connect with those people. It's quick, it's easy. You can co-brand. You're going to find a lot more industry networking here than what you are anywhere else.
Okay.
Post. This is a place to update your connections in the form of general text, articles, photos, or videos. You do it all from your home screen. It's nice and easy. You're also able to choose who you want to share your post with. If you want to make it a public post, just your connections, or within a group. This will appear on both your profile and your connections newsfeed. Since posting to LinkedIn happens less often than most of the other social networks, your connections will be notified immediately upon sharing this. So make sure what you choose to create is valuable and attention worthy. LinkedIn groups. These groups are a great place to engage with other LinkedIn users and further expand your professional network outside of just those you're connected with. Groups are centered around industries, hobbies, coworkers, field of experience, events, more. To join one, type in the relevant search, top of the screen, filter what you want, bam. You can then browse information about all the groups, send a request to join. It's quick and it's easy. In order to post a stat or share an article in a group, all you have to do is select the groups before you select the post button on a regular post. Groups are great. what you'll see with a lot of the groups is your industry groups. You might have a group, well, I can tell you, I've got a mortgage realtor group. I've got Texas realtors. I'm looking at my groups right now. I've got Ohio realtors. I've got Central Ohio realtors. I've got Central Ohio insurance agents. I've got realtor.com group. So each and every single one of those groups that I'm in, when I post something to my feed, they get. So you want to make sure that it's attention worthy and valuable. This isn't where you post a picture of you mowing the grass, right? This is where you post the, this is where you post the picture of you selling that $5.4 million mansion that nobody else in the, nobody else could. This is where you post, your accomplishments. This is where you get to brag on yourself to every other colleague that you have.
That's good.
Right. All right. Here's your audience is more here in LinkedIn. Your audience is more sophisticated. It's a purposeful crowd. Better than what you get on most social media platforms. Users here are industry experts. Therefore, you can use this as an opportunity to be helpful in your community by posting relevant to leadership, productivity, or just even relevant news events that happen in your area. There are so many content options on this platform to choose from. You can create a blog, share a self-made post, articles from industry experts in your market, quick tips on buying, selling, company updates. I'm sure Mike would love for you to send some updates up on, how great the business is doing at Brooks and Davis. Or, hey, we're doing an event at Brooks and Davis. We're bringing in this great speaker named Keith Webster that's going to come in and talk to all of our realtors. Another nice little spot, right? That's just a harmless Apex plug. Lastly, make sure company specific content works better. This is where you're going to get more industry information. Post more industry posts. I'm on LinkedIn a lot. I think right now I'm at, I'd say 1,600 connections on LinkedIn, probably twice as what, or more on LinkedIn than on Facebook. I use it, to gain access to industry information. You can see, where we at as a real estate market. You can see some of these big lenders that are saying, dude, we're going to start laying people off. We're going to start pulling back and not maybe doing that FHA loan. We don't need it. This is where that information comes in extremely quickly and is easily shared. So how often should you post to LinkedIn? You should post about 2 times a week. That's because posting too often on this platform can come off as inauthentic, even spammy. If you're posting every single day, you're one of those people that needs to go up onto the church tower and say, look at me, look at me. That's not what this is about. LinkedIn is about sharing and networking with your colleagues, right? It's a free place. It's a free space to be able to speak to that realtor in San Diego that's going through the same type of, issues in their market as you are. But you might be able to what they're doing differently there to try to gain market share. It is just a really good industry sharing platform. The best times to post: Tuesdays and Thursdays. Guess what? 8 a.m. 10 a.m. Now you'll see it says Monday through Friday. You don't post to LinkedIn on the weekend.
Mhm,
Businesses are open Monday through Friday, 90% of the time.
mhm.
No posting on the weekends. Make sense?
Not necessarily, because you can still go and look at your LinkedIn account on the weekends.
Oh,
Or you
definitely
just
go and
can't-
look. That's the reason why they're saying don't post on the weekend. That way you can get caught up. The
Oh.
idea is you are too busy during the week. You've got work, you've got life,
Excuse me, there is a message for you.
you know,
Right.
here on the weekend, take a break. Yes, read your news articles, get caught up on industry standards. But
Mhm,
for you to post on the weekend, the engagement that you're going to get
mhm.
doesn't pay off. You're
Okay,
not going to get a lot of people that are going to click on it.
okay.
Just what the industry says, as those are just the numbers through Hootsuite, HubSpot, everybody. They say weekend posts on LinkedIn, not a very good return. Oh, one of the favorites. How many of you guys post now using hashtags?
I don't understand what hashtags mean.
I do.
Honest.
You don't understand what a hashtag means.
No, I don't.
Oh, well, guess what? We're going to talk about them so you do understand exactly what they mean. So once upon a time, the hashtag was just a simple pound sign or a hash mark. But then the social bluebird flew into the scene, and this turned into a mundane symbol and an online sensation. Today, whether you're on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, or any other social media channel, you can't escape the all-encompassing presence of the hashtag. What a hashtag is a keyword or phrase preceded by the hashtag symbol, written within a post or a comment to highlight it and facilitate a search for it. Essentially, including a hashtag into your post, it can be indexed by the social media network so that it can be discovered to everyone, even if they're not your followers or fans.
Mhm.
Example, if your company has a lot to do with extreme sports, you can add the hashtag bucket list to your Instagram post to snag those people with a passion for adventure and fun. So I can actually send a post in Twitter, add home loan simplified as my hashtag. And anybody that looks on Twitter or searches for a home loan, my post is going to be relevant and pop into their stream. That simple, that quick. Here where I live, a lot of the posts come with hashtag OHIO.
Mhm.
Anybody that searches anything about Ohio, football, basketball, you name it. Anything from the Ohio State University is going to pop up for them. Content hashtags directly relate to your product, your service, your market area of expertise. You might put in there hashtag Brooks and Davis, hashtag Houston is the life. Trending hashtags boost your brand's visibility using the hashtag that have grown popular among millions of users. Now, how are you going to know what is trending? You have to do a little homework. What I mean by that is Google trending hashtags. It's going to pop right up there for you.
Mhm.
Use them. They are very important. They're very important when you post. It's what puts you to the top of the list when people search. but it also is going to put you into that algorithm in all of the social media platforms for your industry. That's where we get to brand specific hashtags. Create your own. I mean, it's nice and easy to make a hashtag that is for Keith Webster, hashtag Keith Webster, right? Hashtag Apex Mortgage Group. We've got one that's not too hard, and I think you've heard before, is hashtag time kills deals, right?
Right.
So those are brand specific. Those are specific to me at Apex, but I share them. Now, when you are on Twitter and you retweet a tweet from me or from Apex Mortgage, guess what? My hashtags go right along with it. On Instagram, when you share my picture or like it, my hashtags go right along with it. So they stay, they follow. They're pretty key. But you have to use them wisely. To save everyone a headache, don't squish too many words into one hashtag. Nothing turns people off more than an overly lengthy hashtag. Hashtag, do you want to try this at home? That's too much. People they've already scrolled away now. Don't overuse. Anything you want to avoid is writing your entire caption with one hashtag per word. Because, hashtag it, not, see what I mean?
Yeah.
General rule of thumb, only put a hashtag next to the word that are really significant. Like I said, hashtag time kills deals. Think strategically. This applies to the content hashtag. By definition, you won't have created them. They're probably used by a lot of other brands, which is a good thing since people will look and search for this hashtag. But at the same time, when a hashtag is overcrowded, you can be sure your content will go unnoticed. It's highly recommended to mix content hashtags with high volume hashtags with other hashtags that are more specific. So this means you need to use multiple hashtags when you post. Multiple. You might have hashtag the realtor life, hashtag loans, hashtag property. There's 3. So it's going to go out to people that are searching for realtors. It's going to go out to people that are looking for loans. It's just one of those things. To be specific, you have to use hashtags in your posts. So, how many do you use? Research in Twitter, research shows that the optimal amount of hashtags is 2. Over that, the tweets have a significant drop in engagement. How to find the best hashtags around? It's important to make sure people are engaging with the hashtags you use. A great place to start is #5. Google it, use it. It allows you to check the popularity and most recent popularity of hashtags that are relevant. So like I said, if you're not sure what hashtags to use and you Google it, make sure you use #Agify. It's going to update you with the most relevant trending hashtags out. While you're more limited on Twitter with the number of hashtags, you are less confined here as where they should go. It can be used at the end of a tweet or incorporated at a sentence. So basically here on Twitter, doesn't matter. Throw them wherever you want. Industry says 2. I say that's not enough. 3.
Mhm.
I think 3 is the optimal number in Twitter. Let's go to Instagram. Here, the more hashtags you use, the more engagement you will see up until a certain point. After about 10 hashtags, you risk losing out on some of the engagement. How to find the best hashtags? Head over to the search box and check your audience. You'll see them. Just look at some of your other people that are posting. Pay attention to the number of posts, how many likes and images they had. Look at their hashtags, copy them, where to place them. In order to keep everything organized and neat, it's best to put your hashtags here at the end of your caption, preferably separated by either dots or an asterisk. If you're a neat freak, you can also add your hashtags in a comment to your post. But this says up to 10. And that's what you should use, up to. Put you at the front and gathers a lot more engagement to get likes and followers. Facebook. No hashtags. If you do use them, limit them. If you're going to use them, make sure they're brand specific. Other than that, get away from hashtags on Facebook. The algorithm has changed there. They do not use the hashtag like they used to. Ever since Elon Musk took over at Twitter, Meta and Facebook have gone 100% away from the hashtag. LinkedIn, same. Hashtags could be added if you really want to, but they really don't have any effect on your post.
Mhm.
Now, there's other social medias that are out there that you can use the hashtag, whether it's Pinterest, whether it's Twitch. There's a bunch more, but these ones that we're talking about today are your bread and butter. These are the ones that you want to work from to start. If you are not in the social media platforms at all, stick here first before you venture out on some of the others, because some of the others have a lot more do's and don'ts.
Forgive the interruption, but I believe this requires your attention.
So here's some important takeaways for you for today. If you slept through everything, hopefully you're awake for this one. How many times per week should a business post on social media? Now, this is pulled directly from the industry standards. It is recommended that you post up to 3 times per day, depending on the platform. The best time to post, it's best to post minimum 3 times per week during your business days, up to 20 posts per month. So you as a business should be posting 20 posts each month, spread across your 4 social media platforms that I just gave you. If you follow the calendars that we gave you, this will keep you right on time. It'll get you to that 20. Now that's a minimum. So going above that 20 is not going to hurt you. Posting on Facebook and Instagram 3 times a week. 1 marketing calendar post, 1 educational post, 1 personal people-based post. Make sure you're incorporating reels into your content. The algorithm promotes these above all other content. When posting educational videos and posting them consistently, keep them under 60 seconds. That's an industry standard as well. 60 seconds. You shouldn't, if you're doing videos, they need to be under 60 seconds. That allows you to share them on most, most sharing sites. even probably your messaging site, whether you're texting or adding a video to share to somebody else, they've all got to be under 60 seconds for the most part. Avoid hashtags on Facebook. Putting them in your Instagram content comments instead of the caption. Inviting friends and family to like all your pages to drive your numbers. Something we didn't really get into because it's a little more, I guess, advanced step is tagging people in photos and in your posts to increase your organic reach. That just means if you're tagging those people of friends and family, that's going to prompt them to like your page, to like your post. Tagging small businesses and people to encourage them to share your content. Posting additional content onto your stories and saving it as a highlight on your profile. What this means is once you've done some of your stories and once you've done some of your highlights and you save them to your profile, they can be reviewed. So when a client goes to your Facebook page, business page, looks at your profile, looks at your contact information, they're able to click on a little video and see you. Posting on Twitter 5 times a week. Early morning posts. Posting on LinkedIn 1 to 2 times a week. More business related content. Hashtag everything except Facebook. Everything. Every tweet that goes out. Every Instagram photo that goes out. Make sure there's 10 on Instagram, 3 on Twitter. There it is. Time kills deals. Speed empowers growth. The quicker you are to get your social media up and running, consistent calendar, consistent posting will gain you more followers, more engagement. It empowers the growth of your business. There I am. It's got my contact, and that actually is my direct cell phone that's in my pocket.
Mhm.
If you take a picture of that QRC code, it'll automatically download my business card to your mobile device.
Mhm.
Man, I hate that picture. I guess when we get to the black screen, we're done, right?
I have a
Questions?
Yes. Question. Okay, if we wanted to time block the amount of time we spend on social media, how many hours would you say it would be per day?
Depending on where you're going to get your content and if
Mhm,
you've made the preparations before. What I mean by that
mhm,
is what are you going to share? Where are you going to share it? Are you following or are you getting newsletters from realtor.com, from the board of realtors, from your auditor? Are you following or getting information from Housing Wire or Wall Street Journal? If you're doing that already and you're getting those updates daily into your email, your
mhm.
social media takes you an hour in all reality. That's all that you really need to block. But you've got to prep yourself and make sure you're getting the content
Mhm.
before you do that. If not, it's no different than TikTok. It can be a wormhole. You can start out with 15, 20 minutes and it turns into 4 hours. And then your boss is calling you saying, hey, what have you done today? Where are you going?
Mhm. So in other words, you're saying have your content that you're going to post in Twitter, LinkedIn, or whatever it is already set aside or available.
Yes, and basically what I mean by that is tonight, when you're done working and you've got nothing, I guess, pressing to do, you hop on the computer, start Googling some of these things. Google housing wire. It's a day-to-day industry information that will come directly to your inbox directly for you. It will give you pertinent industry information right off the bat. It'll share basically anything that you can think of in our industry is posted there. Whether it's what's most popular loan, maybe what some of the information that has changed on an FHA, the different dollar bills that are out there, all kinds of stuff like that. Go to Realtor.com. I mean, the news and insights that are on Realtor.com are spectacular for you to do 2 clicks and to share into any of your social platforms. There, you can sign up to be on their newsletter, no different. I mean, I'm on their newsletter list.
Has everyone seen this? It's very valuable information.
Yes, thank you.
Feel free to take yourselves off mute. Joy, where are you? Laverne,
Yes. Yes.
come alive. Let the whole world know you exist. Where are you? Wake up. Where's Laverne? Laverne, I'm calling you out. Clyde, where are you? Where are my people? All right. So did everyone, there's Laverne. She don't want to show her face, but
Here, partially.
I see you'll know. Hey, Barney. I hope this was valuable for you. Again, time kills deals. Okay. Does anyone need Derek to put his information back up? I have some other projects for Derek to get on, so I want to make sure that I rob him or steal him from you. Everybody has his information.
I was able to get it, and I think when you send us the information, it'll be great information to have at hand to go back to recap.
Perfect. Okay, remember, it takes about 3 weeks to form a new habit. You want these new habits established. All right, so make sure you use Derek as a resource.
Okay.
That will be very helpful. If you don't change anything about your business, no results are going to change. And if you call yourself a professional, then it will show in the things that we do. And so you should be able to, make sure you have branding going on these social media networks and that you're knowing how to optimize it. And hopefully Derek showed you that he's qualified to help you do that.
All right.
Derek, appreciate your time on this. Derek, you did an awesome job. You're magnificent.
Thank you, Derek.
Thank
Thank
you.
you, Derek, and thank you, Keith.
Clyde.
Yeah, I'm here. I was on the road.
Clyde, just stop talking because we know damn well you didn't do no QR code while you were driving.
I did it on my other phone.
You know you're gonna call me and ask me for Derek's number, and that's fine.
I'll call you and ask for that QR code. That's what I'm gonna do.
I know you're gonna do that, Clyde. All right, well, time kills deals. We appreciate everybody's time. Let's get it, okay?
All right. Take
All
care.
Thanks, everybody.
Yeah, be safe. Thank you.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
All right, thank you.